we also need to depend on more people like Matthew to produce more graduates and get people into the workforce who understand what alternative investments are, because you go out and have a chat with your banker friends, and how many of them would understand what alternative investments entail, or pick a few products for you to consider in alternative. So the workforce in Asia, I think, is still rather young in terms of alternatives.
Is the younger generation more open to alternative? Because many would view the traditional as beyond reach already. With too many established players, giants in there. It's very hard to try and find any wiggle room to work your way into that space. Whereas alternatives, well, it's open, right?
Are you talking about it from an investing or an employment standpoint?
Well, actually both. Let's take the perspective of both, because employment is one of the things that is important to consider given the changes that have been reshaping everything in this world.
Yeah, of course. You know, I think in my experience out here so far, and working with the students that I've been privileged to teach, I think the investing side, I think people are absolutely open. Younger people are absolutely open to different kinds of investing. I think crypto and NFTs certainly had a lot of attention from the younger generations and the older, but certainly in the younger. And then also, like, don't underestimate this thing about streetwear and the Swee Yong said before, that can be handbags probably as well. Now, from an employment standpoint, I think there are a couple of dynamics here, in my view. One is that on the alternatives side, the new alternative side in particular, there are fewer jobs, right? These are smaller companies relative to the big established companies, and so it can be hard to get those jobs. And then ultimately they may not have the same prestige that the younger generation might be interested in their first job. I think ultimately that too comes down to personal preference. Some of my students have gone into these fields, whether it's crypto or anything else, and many more of them have probably on a percentage basis gone into something a little bit more traditional.
It is good to see that some of them actually started up new companies once they graduate to do social and impact investing, the more altruistic sort of businesses. But then I also see a contradiction that some of them are able to do that because their families are relatively wealthier, but yet they can't get the generation above them to actually invest, because the guys who are 60 years old with the millions in the bank account probably think that this newfangled, what is impact investing? Why are you trying to build a new drainage system in this village in this third world country? So in Asia, I think we really need a little bit more energy in this area to make things work better.